Okay, so Sarah, many congratulations on your score. Um, mashallah, you achieved success, and we're looking forward to hearing what you have to share about your journey and, share whatever you learned with the other students.
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much. Starting with the first trial, when I was going for the first trial, I am a person that tends to do what, aim for perfection, which leads me to procrastinate more because I get overwhelmed. And so when I was doing my first trial, I remember being so stressed because there were no sources whatsoever. Like for the English GAT, it is so hard to find any resources, which is why I'm like so thankful for this course. And I just did a few questions from the GAT book and went for my first trial. And because my parents encouraged me, although I was telling them I'm not ready, they encouraged me to go for the exam. And I remember for the vocab section, it was okay, it was good, which I was kind of scared because of the vocab. It can be hard, but it was the math section that it felt like I was going in to tackle a monster every time I had to do the math section. And it was like I was so willing to just get the question right instead of doing more questions. And so there were so many math questions that I didn't even do. That's why I was so surprised about the score that I got. And so, yeah, when I entered the course, it definitely made me a lot more confident. And the second time was just like a huge difference.
Okay. And how long, because you were saying the first trial you did not study a lot, but your second trial you studied, is that correct? And how long was that time period?
For the first trial, it was, as I said, it was maybe a week before, something like
Mhm.
that. And I wasn't even doing that much because I had school.
Mhm.
Having school definitely like impacted me because I was trying to do questions during school, after school, but because also the book doesn't have like concepts. It was just like directly into questions, questions, questions. And so it kind of decreased my confidence, especially the day before the exam, just seeing how I wasn't doing well on the questions decreased my confidence. But then this time, I started in July, so I had about 2 months of training, and like from the beginning I saw a difference in the way I was more confident, more happy, and like I believed more
Prepared.
that like, yeah, that I was
And
gonna do.
what I understand is you felt a lot more prepared and would just,
Yes,
yeah, okay, sounds good. So preparation helps, guys. Keep at it.
it does.
That's
It does.
inside.
Like I thought that I would never be as prepared, but because of the course it was such a big difference.
Alhamdulillah, that's really nice to know, Sarah.